you have to constantly WhatsApp them and be like, please just tell me how much you owe me. It's like, but you owe me. Why am I begging you to tell me how much you owe me? And when you owe me, give me my money. Welcome to the pilot episode, meaning episode number 1 of Stru's Bob. I am Nalzili.
And I am Jamie Musadi.
And we are basically the people who tell you the Stru's Bob of every situation.
The insider information.
The things you need to know that nobody is going to tell you though.
The full detail.
So today we are doing Making Money Online. We thought as it is the pilot episode, let's give you something you want. Many people in this time are like, how do I make money?
And we're going to tell you the truth about making money. I'm seeing 500 in one day. I'm seeing
make $3,000 in one day, and people are getting trapped. And then you find yourself making 60 cents in 30 days.
And then also
you're like,
the pyramid schemes and the scams that are going on. Alright, so the first bit that we're going to talk about very quickly are surveys.
Yes.
Making money via surveys. Okay.
So the one I will tell you that I do quite enjoy is YourView. YourView pays in points, but it's sort of like money sort of a thing.
Yeah.
But like they want to pay you in airtime because you have to get 250 for them to pay you though.
It's not that hard. It's not that far to attain because you're getting surveys for about 15 points, which equates to 15 rand.
Yeah.
Or like 40, which is the highest I got, was a survey for 40 points. Obviously, it will take more time, and then you've also got to like fit into the criteria. But another one I found that is also quite good is Enlighten Panel.
Yeah.
Enlighten Panel also works the same way. They have a point system, and you get between like 15, 20, 25, 40, 50 points for surveys. But with them, you've got to claim your points or exchange your points for a voucher by the 15th, and you'll get it by the end of that month. If you do it later, then the 15th, you might get it by like the 15th of the next month. So they're not instant, whereas YourView is instant. So for me, that's a little bit of a downside, and you've got to get to 1,000 points.
Can I tell you the Stru's Bob though? With YourView, I'm not on Enlighten Panel. She's done that, but YourView does pay you. But the Stru's Bob of the situation is when you want to get airtime, sometimes there's no vouchers.
That's true.
So like, what do you mean there's no vouchers? Do you have to go and manufacture them? Are you building the networks? Are you like, why are there no vouchers? And also another thing is the ones with 40 points and all of that, most of the times you don't qualify for that.
Yeah, because there are pre-qualifying questions. So because you got the email doesn't mean you're in. You have to qualify. Maybe it's like a certain income bracket they're looking for. Maybe they're looking for a certain whatever. And they don't tell you what the criteria is. You just answer the questions and then they'll let you know. And it doesn't take long to answer those questions, like a minute or two. And then they let you know whether you are in the survey or you're not. But for me, there's a fair amount of surveys, so I do get in some, and some I don't qualify for. Fair enough. So those I'm happy with. Springvale Online.
No, them, you know what, with them, ne? You have to constantly WhatsApp them and be like, please just tell me how much you owe me. It's like, but you owe me. Why am I begging you to tell me how much you owe me? And when you owe me, give me my money.
So Springvale Online, they have like a sign-up process, and then they don't have a platform where you go online and then claim. No, you have to WhatsApp them, and then they will then tell you what your balance is, and then they will then either send the money to your account or you can like get it back in cash. To be honest, they did send me my 100 and something rand. I think it was 150 or 30, whatever.
But
they did send me my money. But it took a while of like asking. And also
another thing with Springvale is that once you've actually done the surveys, they'll tell you we owe you 15 rand, the other surveys haven't been done yet. And it's a good 2-3 months that these surveys, you did them 2 months ago, they're telling you, no, we haven't finished the survey yet, we haven't finished the survey. Yeah. So it is quite a lot, and don't think you are going to live off surveys You can't.
No, you can't live off surveys. Please don't think you can. It is really nice for like some pocket money, airtime on the side. That's great, but to live off of it, forget it. Okay, so the next
thing is testing. So many companies send, I won't say many because not a lot, but many companies that do websites and all of that send it to these companies. You test it for them, and then in return they pay you your money. I've found user testing, which is the most common. That one generally doesn't have, but they did tell you when you sign up, Shame, that they're still building up their customer base, so you won't have a lot of things. I've never gotten not even one. And then there's another one called UTest, which UTest I've been seeing quite a few, but like you have to apply and then be chosen. Sometimes you won't be chosen, but yeah, those are the ones that I've seen with testing. And then the next method, are you ready? Hold on to your seats, because we're about to tell you the screws bob of
transcribing
and captioning.
Okay, so let's start with what it is. Okay, so transcribing is when you listen to audio and then you type what the person was saying. Sounds easy, right?
Yep.
Not really. Okay, so the upside is that there are some really great transcribing websites that pay.
Yeah.
And they pay good money. There was 1 week where I was on a specific one called Rev, and I made
$80.
$80.
But that's like sleepless nights, so
yeah. But that's because I'm also working. So I did, I think, one night, a late night, and then the one was a Friday night. I started, and I thought it was going to be a quicker one, but then I deleted a whole so I had to write from scratch, and I like worked throughout the night to get it before the deadline.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. But there's also one like Go Transcripts and so on. So let's tell you the real things that are happening here.
First of all,
hey,
if you want to get into a transcribing thing easy, you can. There's one called QA World, and there's another one which is called Casting Word. And those tests are easy, not easy for everyone, not just anyone will get in, but those ones are the much easier ones, but there's hardly any tests there. Like zero, like nothing, like you joking. You're not
like
gonna get anything
is sitting there. Like as soon as the job appears, it disappears. They're like someone is just going.
There's a whole factory of people on that thing, just like taking everything that's there. But then Rev has jobs.
Rev has jobs.
But Rev is strict. Go Transcript is strict.
So getting there, each of these platforms normally have like a test before you go and enter them and then become a transcriber, because they actually work with professional clients that they've got to give work to, and it's got to be very well done work. So Rev, I entered Rev a couple of years ago, and I passed with flying colors. I was good. I was in. I was like, look at
They were still small at that time.
Yeah, they were much smaller at that time, and so I got in. I was fine. But as the years have gone by, they've made their tests even harder and harder and harder. And what happened was that I transcribed something incorrectly in the wrong format. Very intelligent, I know. And then they flagged my account, and then I had to get, so you get a score out of 5 for formatting and out of 5 for accuracy. And I think I scored a 4.3 and the target is 4.5. So I missed it by 0. I always get this number wrong. I will not do it.
Maths, it's maths. If it's not for you, it's not for you.
0.2.
She was about to say 0.02. I don't know what she can say.
I got 0.2. I missed it by 0.2. And let me tell you, did they deactivate my account? I said,
they cancelled her life.
Just like that, I was off Rev.
Yeah.
Now, if you are working for Rev or Go Transcript, you get paid via PayPal. And in South Africa, you can either withdraw via FNB, which you have to really jump through hoops and loops. But it is useful because you can also use your PayPal to pay for your Ubers and Uber Eats. So, and also to buy things online from like online vendors and so on. So that is helpful, but the tests are not easy. And then there's Way with Words.
Way with Words, I don't know, like, do you guys hire people? Are you just like a joke website that says no to? Because like I stayed failing that thing. I will say with transcribing, it's very hard to get in. Your English needs to be, listen, this lady was an English teacher. She got a degree in English. She was English herself. She was English. She embodied English. She failed. So who gets into 20 words? Not gonna happen. But I will say with the Rev, once you get in, it doesn't end there, so you can be great. You pass the test. But then you still need to go through some hoops and loops and make sure your points stay. Because once your points hit under and you don't become a Rever yet, then they cancel your account, they cancel your life. So, but they do give you a chance. So you get 45 minutes, and then you need to get 4.5. And then if you don't get it there, they give you an extra 55 minutes. All the audios count the same. So whether you're doing a 20-minute one, 1 minute one, they all count the same. And then after that, they're like, I'm sorry, we did give you a chance, but you don't want to be on our team. So yeah, but they are getting much stricter. But once you get onto them, I think that's good extra money.
Yeah, okay. So that is us on making money online. Making money online, I don't think should be your only source of money. Please make sure you have a skill and you're getting a job or you're starting up a business.
You need a steady income.
You need a steady. You can't rely on these things.
Yeah.
Did you see the way they cancelled my account?
Yeah. And the thing is that with making money online, especially these transcribing and these captioning platforms, what they are doing is they're trying to get information, intel for the AI that they're building, the artificial intelligence. So once that is built up, they're going to cancel you. And if that's your only way of making money, well, artificial intelligence is going to take over. And
it will eventually take over captioning and
what are you going to
transcribing.
do?
So,
yeah, so, but it is a good way of making side income. So I would say those are good side hustles for you to try out. Go to Rev. Go, if you make it into Wayward Words, please let us know how you did it. Because that means
you and Mother Teresa
like have an anointing that we do not understand. But with making money online, just make sure that you aren't just giving your information to everyone. Make sure you're not falling into the 3,000 Rand a day sort of scams, because those don't
And if they ask you for money, it's a scam.
Yeah, definitely
These
a
people
scam.
never ask you for money. They ask you to pass their very difficult tests sometimes, but they don't ask you for money. So the moment money is involved and they're saying, send us this amount and we will send you back 3,000. We're not, we didn't tell you to come and do that yet.
That is
you didn't hear that from us.
That is a pyramid scheme, which is very dangerous. Run.
Yeah, man. So this was Stu's Bob, where we swore to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, the whole truth. So help us God, Stu's Bob. Until next time,
bye.